EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Locke going to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Locke now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Locke. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Locke. Steps away to his left. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 54 yards. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now 2nd and 5. Love now. Short throw, he's got Kraft. That one a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Glove. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, Love. That's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Once again, it's Jacobs. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Luke Musgrave, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side. There he goes, right side, across midfield, and finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards on the ground.
56.
Tracy going to get it on first down. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Block working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. 10 black ultra.
Tight, watch left. Tight.
Love now to pass on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready.
Heavy, got heavy.
Go ready.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
58,
Field flat.
58, the money. Hey.
Final play of the half, Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Mike 19, Mike 19. No.
Blaster, 6.
Mike 19, Mike 19.
Ready, go.
On second down, Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Mike 19.
Drill green. Yellow, go.
Mike 19, Mike 19.
Ready, go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Powers through him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready.
2nd and 6. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after it's over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2nd down, Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he?
And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Locke to throw. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Buying time to his left. That is caught on the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Amir Smith-Marset, 72 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw now. Here's Love. Now, a quick throw there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
He's not gonna get me.
Hurry.
Here's Love. Watson making the catch. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now Love. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Mark 56. Mark 56. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
A give up the middle to Singletary.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And the kick is good. Graham Gano